So we did metric by itself. Now we're gonna do imperial by itself, and then towards the end we're gonna what? Combine the two. Then we're gonna start, converting between metric and imperial. Okay, so let's do the first one. So warm up real quick. So fill each container or cylinder or pipe to the amount shown. How much is the amount shown for the first one? 1/4. So how would you do that? You just, yep, you just imagine that you cut this into four identical parts. So maybe if you imagine cutting this into four, thick, marks. So maybe here's the, well, everyone, the easy way to cut into four is to first cut into what? Two. And then each one of these halves you cut into two. So if I imagine half would be up to here, which means up to here, and half of this would be here and here, and half of the top part would be here and here. So if you imagine going like this, oops, that's a bad. You imagine going like this. This is my bottom level, second level, third level, fourth level. So obviously they want you to only highlight 1/4. Obviously, you need to fill it, so that means you start at the bottom. There we go, done. That's it. Half is easy. You just go half, and you just go one half. Done. And the last one is how much? So that means it's got to be exactly. So we're gonna do it just like this one, but we're gonna cover three of them, or fill three of them, I should say. So here, 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 and here. So you go down, down, down. Which means we're gonna make it parallel to them. There you go. So I'm gonna go blue. So one level, two levels, three levels out of four. Done. That's it. Awesome. Okay, next one. So the question is saying, what fraction of each diagram is shaded? Well, yep, the first one is just 1 out of 2 total, so 1 out of 2. This one is 1 out of 4. Done. What if they ask what percentage? Hey, no problem. You make it zero point 0.5, which means what? How much? 50%. This one, you divide and you get 0.25, which means this becomes 25% if you wanted that. Obviously, there's only three ways to explain what to explain a part of a whole. Everyone look, either as a fraction or as a percentage or as a decimal sometimes. All of them mean the same thing. All right. Count by 12. 12. Add another 12. 24. 36. 48. 60. 72. And the pattern keeps going forever. All right. Okay. Actually, if you think about it, if there is no limit on how big you can get, actually the number system is infinite. We choose to finish at some point because what's the point of going to infinity? So draw a coin or coins that represent good, 1/4 of a dollar. Well, I mean, you can sketch a single coin if it does the job, or coins if you choose to. So obviously here we're just gonna sketch a 25 cents. Let's keep it simple for today. 25 cents. How about one half of a dollar? No, no, but they want 1/4 of a dollar. That is true, but they only want one of these. So that's all. They didn't say they didn't say sketch the dollar as a bunch of quarters or a bunch of dimes or a bunch of nickels. Okay. One half of a dollar. Well, I guess the easiest choice would be two 25 cents next to each other. I mean, you could go with five dimes or 10 nickels or 50 cents. But you know what? Let's keep it simple. Yep, no one wants to do 50. Okay, let's get a bigger one. So a 25 circle and another 25 circle. So 25 cents, 25 cents. Last one, 3/4 of a dollar. Who is surprised? No one. 25, 25, 25. All right, done. Okay. What pairs of numbers? Oh, interesting. Give me two numbers that multiply up to 16, as long as those numbers are full numbers. 2 times 8 is one choice. Yes. 2 times 8 or 8 times 2. What else? 4 times 4. And then there is only one other choice, which is always the easiest choice for any number. Come on. 16 times? Exactly. 1 times 16, which is always the easiest choice because you choose 1 times the number itself. Perfect. Okay. How many fours are in a half? Okay. I know. And yes, and I agree with the question. Hence, think money. How many fours? Sorry, not fours. How many 1/4 or quarters are in a half? Or saying, how many 25 cents are in 50 cents? If you want, okay, so I want you to write this down. If you want, if no, no, okay, if you want to pay, everyone, just write this down. If you want to pay 50 cents in, actually, no, the answer is two. I'll tell you, because you're answering this question. If you want to pay 50 cents, but you're only allowed to use quarters, how many quarters do you need? There you go. That's exactly what this means. How many 1/4? How many 1/4 are in? Here's another way to understand it. If you have a pizza, everyone look, you have a pizza, and you divide it into what? How many did I divide into only what? Two halves. Okay, let's choose one of those halves. Max, which one do you want to choose? The right or the left? Left one. All right, so I'm gonna highlight it. Look at the green part, everyone. How many? Okay, we have one half. But how many pieces of a quarter size can we split this into? How many? Two. Exactly. My bad. Oops, sorry. There we go. Two. That's the whole idea. One and two. Obviously, another way to think about this is to think in money. If you want to pay me half a cent, or sorry, half a dollar or 50 cents, how many quarters are you gonna use? You need no, come on. You need two. There we go. That's the answer to the question. Again, thinking in money really simplifies a lot. Okay, what is half of a half? Exactly, kind of like this pizza thing. First, you divide it into a half, and then you took that green half and you even divide it into a half. So it's like asking, what's 50% to 50%? Well, you can, by the way, you can just do this. Look, one half, sorry, sorry, half of a half. Half of a half. If you have half a dollar, okay, if you have half a dollar, you want to give me half of that. How much are you going to give me? You're going to give me 25 cents. So that means what? You gave me a quarter, basically. So another way to do it is this. Look, half times half. Who remembers how to multiply fractions? Come on, we did that late. Sorry, you multiply the top by the top and bottom by the bottom. Do you need a common denominator? No, you don't. Only when you add or subtract. So what's 1 times 1? 1. And what's 2 times 2? There you go. So half of a half is a fourth. Yes. What is half of that? You can do the process again, but now you have to multiply half by the quarter that you built. No, no, I don't want to simplify a fraction. Oh, yes. Yep. So now I'm going to multiply half by the 1/4, which is 1 over what? 1/8. So think about this way. If you have 50 cents and you want to give me half of that, how much do you give me? You have 50 cents and you want to give me half of that. How much do you give me? Come on. 25 cents, which is 25%, which is quarter. Okay. How about if you want to give me half of that? Well, yeah, that's going to be a problem. because you're gonna break a cent in half, which really you can't. But let's say you could, you're gonna have to give me 12.5% or 1/8. So it's not a surprise. All right, last question in the warm up. A $24 t-shirt, a perfect 24, no 23.99. A $24 t-shirt is on sale for how much? No. How much is the sale? Half off, which means what would this, not with total price, so we're not including tax. Just how much is the sale price? Well, if you are saving half, how much are you paying? Exactly, you're paying the other half. So you can just say what? 1/2 times 12. Or, go ahead, $12. Yep, you're right. 50% off. Literally, this means 50% off. Okay. All right. So now let's go to the second page and actually start with the imperial unit. All right. Units of imperial measure. Units of imperial. That's the keyword for today and maybe tomorrow. And tomorrow definitely as well. All right. The basic units of linear measure, or just length. Everyone, length. I want you to write length here. Linear measure means length. Could you still use imperial for areas and volumes? Of course. You do it all the time. Feet squared, yards cubed, and so on and so forth. Of length in the imperial system are, okay, inch, foot, yard. Why do you think they order them this way? Which one is the smallest of all of these? Yes, inch is the smallest. You make you get a few inches together, you get a foot. You get a few feet together, you get a yard, and you get so many yards together, you get a mile. Okay, so now we need to start talking about what? How many of each one, everyone? How many of the small ones are in each big one? So obviously the easiest one, or sorry, I should say the first basic one. An imperial ruler is 1 foot long. Does anyone know how many inches in 1 foot? Literal, not quite. By the way, everyone, just so you know, listen up, everyone, Sarah, we are not gonna use numbers like 10 or 100 or 1,000 anymore, because those were which measure? When did we use 10 and 100? When we did what? Metric. Metric is what you use 10 and 12. Sorry, 10 and 100. When you start using 12s and those kind of things, nope, you're imperial. Now, does anyone? Okay, how many people go to Subway? Come on, people, Subway. All right. So my question is, you can either get, how many sizes do they serve? 2 sizes. The biggest size what? Say again. So a foot long is the. There you go. Because a foot long, that's the point. Yeah. So there are 12 inches in a foot. So if you ever order a foot long, you can always say exactly. So there are 12 inches that make up 1 foot. Always. One. So I want you to write this down now. Look, this is like saying one. By the way, does anyone know the abbreviation for foot? Foot, sorry. Come on. Foot. Come on. How do you, I mean, centimeters was cm, kilometers was km. What do you think it is for foot or feet? Okay, you're right. 2 lines. Actually, okay. But what about the words? What about the letters? If I want to write words, hmm. Kilometers was km. Come on, ft. And by the way, always, not always, most of the time, I've almost never seen it uppercase, always lowercase. So everyone, go ahead. 1 ft is equal to 12. Okay, what do you think the abbreviation or the shorthand of inches is? Come on. No, no. If I'm gonna show you the line and the 2 lines. Huh? I n, small I, small n. Oh, there you go. Oops, sorry. Always tell me if you want me to zoom in. Okay. Oh, you got? Now, you wanted to do the what? You want to do the what? The apostrophe. Thank you. Which one of those? Which one of those is the single one? Because you need to know. If I ask you, you how okay? You ask how tall? How tall is Mr. How tall is Mr. Ramadan? He is 5'9". So 5 what and 9 what? 5 feet, 9 inches. So that means one, hey, 1 foot equals what? 12. So remember, single dash for what? Two dashes for, yeah, let's call them dashes, easier. So 12, 12. Okay. Now we go with what? Now we expand. So we're done with the feet and inches. Now we go with what? Why not? It's good. Okay. Now, hey, come on, come on. 1 yard is how many what? So you take 3 feet together, and now you got yourself a yard. So can you tell me now how many inches in 1 yard? Now remember, a yard is what? A foot plus a foot plus a foot. Well, each one of these feet is how many inches? Okay, remember subway. How many inches in 1 foot? 12. So if you pile up 3 of these feet, you get 12 inches here, like 3 sandwiches. 12 inches here, 12 inches here, 12 inches here. Why do you think the question in the warm-up told you to count up by 12? 12 plus 12 plus 12. How much is 312? 36. There you go, everyone. Delete. So there must be 12 times 3, which is 36 inches in 1 yard. Hold on, everyone. Let me just get my email because Mr. Wangham might send me an email. All right. So there are 36. So if you ask them for, if you go to Subway and you ask them for, can I get 36 inches of sandwich? They're like, wow, that's a whole yard or 3 foot long. 3 foot long. Okay. So, yep. So everyone go ahead. 1. Now, who knows the abbreviation for yard? Come on. Mhm. Where'd you get the S from? Oh, yard. Just yard. What do you think it is? It's Y, but does anyone know the second letter? D. Everyone, 1 yard is equal to 3 feet. Go ahead. 1 yard is equal to 3 feet. 1 yard is equal to 3 feet. And there are no, sorry, there's no dash symbol for yard. The only dash symbols are for what and what? Inches, 2, and feet, 1. Okay, expand even more. Let's go to a mile, which is the biggest imperial unit. How many yards in a mile? How many? No. 1,760 yards make up 1 full mile. Okay? So there are 176 yards in 1 mile. So that means we have to write this down now. One, who knows the abbreviation for mile? Come on. I'll give you a hint. It's not M, because M is always what? Just M. Come on. M is always meters. What is it for miles? Anyone? Come on, when you see it on like speed limits and stuff. Mi, small m, small I. So 1 mi equals 1,760 what? Inches, feet, or yards? Come on. Hmm. Yards. YD. Oh, no email yet. Okay, good. Okay. So can someone ask? Sorry, can someone tell me how many feet will be in 1 mile? Let's think. Come on, people. Okay, everyone, pencils down. Pencils down. Hold on. A mile. A mile. Everyone, a mile is how many yards? 1,760. We agree with that, right? Each one of those yards, each one of those yards is how many feet? Again, think, forget the miles. Say again? 3. So that means what? Imagine, everyone, eyes on me. How many yards in a mile? How many yards in a mile? Come on. 1,760. Imagine, so 1,000, 1 yard, 2 yards, 3, 4, 5, all 1,760. Each one of those yards is how many feet? 3. Which means what? 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. How many times? How many times? Again, how many yards in how much? One 1,000. Oh no, no. I'm asking still. I didn't. You multiplied. I didn't yet. You have every yard, and each yard is divided into how many? Sorry, you have each yard is divided into how many feet? Three. So three, 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 three. How many times? 1,700 or 1,760. So that means 1,760 times what? Times 3. Because each one of those 1,760 has 3 feet inside of it. And Max, how much you get? 5,000. Done. Feet in 1 mile. Done. That's it. Can you tell me now, if this question was here, how many inches in 1 mile? Come on, think the same way. Again, how many feet in 1 mile? Everyone, look. How many feet in 1 mile? No, 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 no. How many feet in 1 mile? 5,280. In each one of these feet, how many inches are there? Subway, 12. So what do you got to do now? Yeah, a big number. Multiply 12 by 5,280. Well, let's see how much. I know this is not a question here, but that's basically how we think about this. So let me just go here and multiply. Oops, sorry, multiply 5,280 feet. Each one of those has 12 inches in it. You ready? There are 63,000 and 360 what? Inches in one what? Come on, in one what? The biggest one ever. In one single mile. You got it. So the question now is, write the four basic units from smallest to largest. Come on. Which one is the smallest? I'm going to show you a very inches. So everyone, I want you to write it this way. Inches. So let's just write inch. What's bigger than an inch directly? Foot or feet, yes. What's bigger than a foot? Okay. And then I want you to write something here. A mile. Yeah, I want you on it to write the what? How you go from one to the other. How many inches in 1 foot? Hmm? How many? 12. So you times by 12. You multiply inches, you times it by 12, you get feet. All right. How many? 3. How many? How many yards in 1 mile? It's already on the page. 1,000. You got it. Done. Okay. It's important to know the abbreviations. Well, we just talked about these. You will know to know these. All right. Oh, there's a side question. What abbreviation? Can someone tell me? But it's a longer or shorter? There you go. Nice. Abbreviation, a short form, a short form or shorthand. Sometimes people say short form of writing something. A short form of writing something. Okay. So we need to get used to these. Okay. And those are the same ones we used. Inches is N or the double dash. Foot is FT or the single dash. Yard is just yards, no dashes. Miles is MI, no dashes. All right, nice. Okay, here's where things are gonna get what I don't want to say tricky. It's not. Just new for what for us because we've dealt with metric for so long. Most imperial rulers and measuring tapes count how many small dashes are there. So 16 spaces, right? Yeah. So that if you count the gaps, there are 16 gaps, right? How many here? Is it also 16? Yes, it is. It's also 16. So if it's 16, my question to you, if it's 16, how come they have 1/8, 1/4? You're there. I'll show you. Okay, everyone, look. I want you to write this. Actually, don't write it until I'm done. But I want you to just put, everyone, pencils down, phones away. Just focus on this. What number is this? Okay, we said we have how many divisions? Okay, hold that in mind. So right here, do we have enough space? Yes, we do. Right here, how many divisions did I move so far? One. So right here, this is my 1 over what? No, 1 over. Yeah, one of the 16 I moved. Okay. How many here? How many divisions? Don't forget about the 1/8. How many divisions have you moved so far? 2/16. And 2/16 could always be simplified into what? Okay, raise your hand if you understand that. Can you explain to me how can 2/16 simplify into 1/8? Come on. We divide the 2 by 2, and we also divide the 16 also by what? Because remember, when you simplify a fraction, you divide the top and bottom by different numbers or the same number? Same number. What's 2 divided by 2? What's 16 divided by 2? So really, are those two fractions the same? They are the same. They just look simpler. Okay, how about my next division? Come on. Sorry, my. Hold on. You're right. Yes. Here's my question though. Can you ever simplify 3 over 16? You can't. Because 3, exactly. 3 and 16 do not share any common dividers. Okay. How about this one? Come on. It's 4 over what? There you go. Oh, you're right. But some of them could be what? Could be what? Simplified. That's the key. Can someone tell me what's the next one? Come on, we're doing good here. 5/16. How about this one? Come on, just keep counting. 6/16, which could be simplified into what? Come on, into what? 3/8. How about this one? But no, everyone, do you see the but do you see the pattern here? What's this number? There you go. That's it. Okay. Can someone tell me what this one is? Come on. 2, 4, 6. No, you're missing one. 8. And 8 over 16 is just what? Is what? 1/2. Keep going. What about this one? Come on. 1, 3, 5, 7. Help me out. All odd numbers. 9. You got. Oh, hold on. 9 over 16. Jalil is right. The next one's got to be 10 over 16. Come on. Next one. We're doing well. 11/16. Yes. Keep going. 12/16. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. By the way, do you notice how there's? But not only that. Do you see how only odd numbers are at the top? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. Almost done. 13. We go down to 14. We go up again to 15. And as Sarah said, my last one is what? 16 over 16. What exactly. Why say 16 out of 16? So you just say 1. Yes. But that's, everyone, that's the explanation. That's the explanation. Okay, so everyone, almost on every ruler I'm going to give you, you're always going to. Yeah. But now you know that everyone, most of the time, I'm gonna give you a ruler where every inch is divided into how many parts fully? Exactly. So I want you to write this down. Usually, everyone go ahead. Usually, right? Usually, an inch. Sorry, an inch an inch on a ruler is divided into, how many did we say? 16. You can say parts or divisions or whatever. I'm going to call it parts because it's an easier word. 16 is the keyword. 16 is the keyword. Done. That's it. Okay. So now let's, okay. Well, let's see how. Hold on. All right. Okay. No, no, everyone. Everyone, look at this one. Huh? How many divisions did they divide it into? Is that 16 or only just 8? But no. I'm not talking about, okay, Sarah is telling me the answer. I'm just asking a very basic question about that ruler. This ruler, did they divide into 16 parts or just 8 parts? Okay, but is it technically the same idea? 100%. How much is this? Everyone, eyes on me. 0. How much is this? 1 out of 8. Keep going. 2 out of 8. 3/8. By the way, no. I will accept you saying 4/8 or a half. How about this one? No. 5/8. 8/8, which is, you got it. So you're right. So remember, I control the ruler, which means sometimes I could give you a ruler that's divided into how many? Or you have to be careful. Depending on how you count, depending on what you see, you count. Both of them are correct. So this one is what? 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 8. So go ahead, 4 out of 8. Which is what? Which is what? How much? This right here, from 0 to there. Of course, you always start measuring from 0. From 0 to there, that's half an inch. So I want you just to write half an inch. Good. Can someone tell me the next one? Say again? 2 divisions out of 8. You got it. 2 divisions out of 8. Hold on. You always have to simplify, people. I mean, it's okay to write 2 8s, but we always want to make 1 over 4. So this is 1/4, which means this is 1/4 of an inch. Good, good. We're doing well. How about that one? So Max, you said again what? This is how many? Can you ever simplify 1 over 8? Or is it as small as it gets? Exactly. Once you hit 1 on top. Yep, because once you hit 1 on top, you know you cannot go any lower. Done. So this is what? Yep, this is 1/8 of an inch. Nice. Good. All right. What else do we have? Okay, this one. How many steps did I walk? Like how many parts did I walk? 6 out of 8 full steps. Can someone tell me how to simplify 6 over 8? Come on. 3 over 4. Because remember, this divides 2 and this divides 2. So this, can it? You can't. Think about it. 3 and 4 are already very what? Very small, and one of them is odd and one of them is even. Sorry, they do not share. Yeah, they do not have any common more dividers. So this is what? 3/4 of an inch. Done. That's it. Very good. Okay. Choose the words from the box. This is what we call a word bank. Choose the words from a box to write the first 3 fractions from number 1 in order from smallest to largest. Oh, okay. Um, hold on. Is there like a solution space here? Oh, okay. So everyone, uh, the first 3. So which one is the smallest distance of all of it? Say which one? C, which happens to be what? Which, how much is this? 1 8. Which one is the second biggest one? Come on. Second biggest. What's bigger than C? Come on. Which one is the second biggest one? B. How much is that? Come on. 1/4. And then which one is the biggest? So from smallest to largest. Okay. The lines on a ruler that divide an inch into equal parts are different what? Again, why did we say that? Because some people divide into how many? 16. And some people divide into into just what? 8. Because again, well, because some rulers, some rulers, some rulers divide some an inch into 8 parts or 16. Done. That's the only one. Because some rulers divide an inch into 8 parts or 16. Okay. What is the parent? Well, what's the parent? Okay, let's do the parent for the 8. What was the parent? What's the first distance? By 1/8. No, no. Again, always think of it this way. Always go up just by what? Yeah, no, no. But think about it this way. If you mix the halves, you just go up by what? By 1 every time. 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8, 8/8. So the first parent is what? Go ahead. 0, of course. By the way, can you write 0/8? Of course you can. But it will end up being just 0. Okay, so 0. Then what? 1/8. Then 2/8. 3/8. 4/8. 5/8. 6/8. Almost there. 7/8. Let me squeeze. And 8/8, which is practically what? So I'm going to write just what? I'm going to write 1. Because we all know 8 divided by 8 is just 1. All right, can someone tell me what's the parent for the next one? That's got to be the longer one. Say again? Yeah, I'm going to need what? More numbers. But you know what? Same idea. So everyone, let's go. 0. Until what? Until maybe 15/16 and then 1. Yes, never go just to the end. Do one of them before the end. Just to make the panel look nice from both ends. So we're going to do it Max's way. So 1/16. 2/16, which obviously some of you might say, why not just say 1/8? I agree. You can say 1/8 after simplification. But let's say we didn't. 3/16. 4/16. By the way, that's a slash, not a 1. Make sure your slashes look like slashes. 4/16. 5/16. Max, where did you stop? 5. All right. Dot, 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 comma. And then let's go what? 15/16. And then just a what? Because that's what 16/16 is. Last page. Okay. The diagram below shows a quarter-inch grid. So not 1/8 or 16. This one's divided into how many? Come on, eyes on me. 4. Okay, 4. So that means what? Each one of those boxes is 1/4 of an inch. So how many boxes do you need to build up an inch? Come on, think about it. If each square is 1/4 of an inch, how many? You need everyone. Each 4 squares, either this way, look, either this way or this way, vertically or horizontally, is what? 1 inch long. So let's answer this question. Why is the grid called the quarter-inch grid? Each square is 1/4 inch long. Okay. So the diagram below shows a quarter-inch grid. Each grid square is 1/4 inch wide and 1/4. Oh, wow! Everyone, the answer is right here, because each square, each grid square is 1/4 inch wide and 1/4 inch height. Of course, it's a square. It has to be the same dimensions, both height and width, or length and width. So the size of grid often is used to make scale diagrams with imperial measurements. Oh, I'm about to. So a 1/4 inch grid means that there are. So how many squares do you need to line up to get one grid, one inch? 4. Go ahead. 4. They've already shown you the squares. So when they say sketch 1 inch, you need to know how many squares? Oh, but I'm saying about the other one. So 1 inch is done. What's my what's my second one? Apparently, an inch is how many squares? We've already established that. 4. So 4. Go ahead. So you already have the ruler. So just use the edge of the ruler just to sketch something from here. Look, everyone, from here to where? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's it. And I'm just going to insert a connection. Go ahead. There we go. Boom, done. And I'm going to make it. Oh, 4. Done. That's it. 8 squares is 2 inches. And I want you to write 2 inches after. Go ahead. 2 inches. Okay. Done. Check. Can someone tell me? Hold on. Let's do 3 inches first. How much is 3 inches? So how many squares did you do for 3 inches? Nope. So how many? 4 plus 4. Yeah, 12. So everyone, we need to go from here. That's 4, that's 8, and another 4, that's 12. So that's 3 inches. All right, let me do my line, and then we'll get to your question. There we go, from here to here, as straight as possible. And then let's make it. Yeah, hold on. There we go. Okay. How about everyone? How about half an inch? We said that a full inch is how many squares? So half an inch is only how many? You got it. So everyone, just 2 inches. Oops. There you go. Yep. Everyone, just 2. So that's it. 2 inch. Sorry. I mean half an inch. Yes. What's my next measurement? So so 1 and 1/2. So hold on. You mixed. 1 inch is 4 squares. And then you still need to do half an inch after that. How many squares is half an inch? Come on. 2. You see, Jalil thought the first part correct in squares, but thought the other part incorrectly in inches. No, all of them have to be in squares. So how many squares, everyone? 1 and 1/2. How many? 4 plus 2. 4 from the first one, 2 from the second one. You got 6. Yep. So everyone go ahead and just cover 6 squares. So from here, 2, 2, 2. So that's 6. And then you connect. Boom. That's it. Oh, sorry. Hold on. So this is 1 and 1/2. Sorry. Say again. But no. Hold on. It's 1. No, no. It's 1 and 1/4. How many squares is 1 inch? And how many squares is fourth of an inch? 1. Everyone, think about it. 1 inch is 4 squares, and then just a fourth of a square, a fourth of an inch, which is really just what once exactly. This is this is 5 squares. So from here to here, 1 and 1/4 of an inch. Okay. List the 6 lengths from number 4 in order from the shortest to the longest. Yeah. It sure is. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. So the shortest one was what? Half an inch. A hole is one, so 1 inch. No, I have something in between those. Yeah, one for exactly 1 and 1/4. Keep going. 1 and 1/2, and then 2, and then 3. Perfect. You got it. Okay, last one. Explain how you would use a 1/4 inch grid to draw a 5 inch line. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. What's the full distance? Come on, everyone, eyes on me. What's the full distance? Come on. Five what? 5 squares or 5 inches? Look at. Oh, it's yeah. It needs a new battery because that's why it's slow. Now, what's the length of the line? What's the length of the line we want? I think I have some. I think I have. How many? What's the length of the line? Come on. 5 inches. Each inch is how many squares? So how many squares do you need? 5 inches means 4 plus 4 plus 4, 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, which is. Do you see how we do it? You just have to come in, everyone. You just have to walk into the problem. You just have to walk into the problem knowing that each inch is how many squares? Come on, 4. So if you have 5 inches and each inch is how many squares? 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. How much is that? Again, what's my by 11? Oh, the full grid up there. Okay, so we can say what? Since, go ahead, everyone. Last thing for today. Since each inch is what? 4 squares. We need we need 5 times 4 equals what? 20. We need 20 squares. Sorry, 20 squares. Done. That's it.